Hello stampers and crafters, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's video is our live card class. I tried to go live. I know YouTube was giving me a hard time, so I'm going to show you how to make these 3 cards using the Lily Pond Lane suite, and specifically the Charming Duck Pond bundle, but the Lily Pond Lane Designer Series paper as well. So if you want to see how to make these 3 cards and learn how to get the class kit from me for free, please keep watching. So before we get into the making of these 3 cards, I want to talk a little bit about the Lily Pond Lane suite. You can find it on page 44 and 45 of your 2024 to 2025 annual catalog. There is a new catalog coming. If you need one, click the link in the description of this video and I will get a catalog out to you. They're on the way to me, so it should be fairly soon. This suite is on the last chance list. It's in the last chance category of the Stampin' Up! Website. All of these products listed here, the bundle, the Dappled dots, and the Designer Series paper are while supplies last. So once they're gone, they are gone. I do have a quick tip about the bundle. If you buy the bundle, you save 10%. It is $46.75, but currently they are on sale. The Charming Duck Pond dies are $28.80, and the photopolymer stamp set is $16, making them $44.80. So it's actually cheaper to get these 2 separately than to buy the bundle. So just be aware of that. Also, the adhesive back dots are on sale for $6.40 and the Designer Series paper for $10. Currently, as I record this, everything's still available. That could change at any moment. So let's get into making our cards, and as we're doing that, I'm going to tell you how you can earn the card class from me for free. So this is our first card. It's just a happy birthday card. Very simple. When I send my card kits, I send everything you need to make the card minus the featured products. So the featured products for this are the Charming Duck Pond bundle, the Designer Series paper, and the dots. But while supplies last, if you place a $50 order in my online store, I will send you a pack of the dots as well as all the layers, the ribbon that's not part of the suite, all of this minus the Designer Series paper you will get from me. And this is actually a piece of very vanilla. I don't want that. I want a piece of basic white. So this card is super simple. We're just going to stamp happy birthday and put a little ribbon on this. I'll show you how to do a fork bow. So I got my happy birthday stamp. I'm going to grab, that'll work, a G block and peach pie. And we're just going to stamp in the corner. We don't even need the dies for this. So I'm going to move the dies out of the way, but I'll show you them quickly. They're very cool. So move those out of the way. I think they're both the same. They are. Just going to ink up our happy birthday. And then right about there. And that is it for stamping on the first card. The first card I wanted to make super simple. Then we're just going to put down our Designer Series paper. I'm almost out of seal, and there it goes. It's okay. I always have a backup because it's my favorite adhesive. I'm just going to put that down and then take my piece of woven. This is the 1/2-inch woven ribbon. I need my other seal though, because that's how I do my little trick. I just take it, wrap it around, and then stick it to the back. And then we can put it right on our card base. And then put the inside of our card inside our card. Then I'll show you the fork bow, which I don't know if you have trouble with your hands like I do, or maybe arthritis or something. This is a lifesaver. So I just have a standard fork. I need to grab my ribbon behind me. So what I do, oh, that's the wrong ribbon. They look similar. So what I do is I just kind of eyeball it, grab a little piece of ribbon and my scissors. I like to cut it at a diagonal. And then put it around your fork, and I make sort of a V. So if you turn it that way, it's a V. You take the top, you run it over the bottom and through the middle prong of your fork. And then pull and straighten as you go. Then that piece you just put through the middle, bring it up again through the middle, that same prong, and down, and then you just tie a knot. I'm going to show you again because I wanted my end a little bit longer and I didn't leave it long enough. Let's take and make your sideways V, your top piece, over the bottom, through the middle, pull tight, fix that piece, bring it up through the same middle part, and then just tie a knot. And what I like to do is when I tie the knot, I kind of finagle the pieces just to see if they'll stay. And if not, you can always position your glue dot to make it stay down. I'll show you how to do that. I have my glue dot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down that tail and put my glue dot on the back. And then we can just set it on our card. And then sometimes I even like to take an extra glue dot and put it behind that under the ribbon, just so the ribbon sits down. Now those tails are really long, so I'm going to take my scissors and we're going to cut them again at a diagonal. Just like that. And that is our first card. Second card is just as easy as the first one, but there is a little bit of die cutting involved. So in your kit, when you order $30 or more in my online store, I will also include one of these stylish shaped circles because it's not a part of this suite. And on our last card, I actually forgot a very important piece, the dappled dots. Again, these are while supplies last. So if you do place a $50 order in my online store and they're no longer available, I will send something of similar value. Don't worry, you will get a really cool embellishment. Add some of those. So because I only have one left, I'm going to probably use a different color, probably the petal pink. So for this one, all we have to do is I die cut these from the designer series paper. Let me show you the designer series paper. And again, this is on sale for $10. So these are double-sided designs. This is the paper I die cut the ducks from. Show you. Yeah, that's that. You get a lot of paper in the pack, like a ton. How many sheets is that? No, it does. Oh, 48 sheets. You get 48 sheets. And like I said, they're on sale right now for $10. So this is not going to last long. I suggest to get on over. That frog is adorable. To get on over to my online store and pick up the paper while supplies last. That's what used on the last card. And if you need the new catalog, it does come out May 6th. I believe it goes live. And you guys, it is amazing. I love it. I've only seen the digital version, but my copy should be coming in the mail any day now. I cannot wait. Let me pick up all this paper and try not to get the pieces for our card. Okay. So we're going to use Pretty Peacock, and I already have the Have a Lovely Day stamp on a D block. I'm just going to ink that up. And I just stamped it right up in the left, not really corner, but the left side. And again, that's it for stamping. These cards are super easy. I die cut these with the dies. We're going to use some dimensionals. I have some mini dimensionals and some regular sized ones. I think we're just going to use mini for the ducks. Mama gets 2 and the baby gets 1. And then I'll use big dimensionals for the back. Don't forget the outer pieces. You can see I used it here. I use them all the time. And then we're just going to layer that on our paper and grab my seal. And this card base, which you will get in the kit with a $30 order in my online store, is a top fold card. Just like that. We do need insides too, which I didn't grab, but I always keep extra. I don't think I put one in this. Oh, I did. I always keep extra basic white cut at 5 1/4 by 4, just laying on my little shelf here because I always need the inside of a card, right? So every time I cut basic white, I always cut like an extra sheet and throw some up there. So that is our second card. It's not our second card. Once again, I forget to add the Dappled dots. So we're going to go petal pink. Pretty in pink, not petal pink. Pretty in pink. I'm just going to do 3. I'm just going to kind of scatter them. Now, that is our second card. Our third card is a bit more complicated, but it is still simple to make nonetheless. So for this card, we're going to stamp our duck here. We're also going to be die cutting and dry embossing. So when I send you the kit, I will include the embossed piece, the card base, and the piece to die cut from the Charming Duck Pond dies. So let's do our stamping first. So I have a little scrap. I'll also be including this in the kit, a little scrap to do your ducks. We're going to use Pretty Peacock. I can't talk today. Pretty Peacock. And we're going to stamp the outline. I'm using a different duck just because I felt like it. I to use a different duck for this one. Hope I got this thing. I do. I was like, hope I have the right guy here. So now I'm going to ink that up, and I'm just going to down here on my grid paper, make sure it's inked evenly. I'm just going to stamp off once, and then I'm going to line that up just like that. Whoa, there he is. Line that up just like that. And I also need the feet and the beak, which actually are a set. They come together. Make sure I have the right one. I do. And then I'm just going to use, I think, a G block. Should do it. Oops. For this. And now for all 3 of these cards, I only used 2 ink colors. I used Pretty Peacock and Peach Pie. But you could use Pumpkin Pie for this. Whatever you have in your collection already. Just ink up the beak and the feet and then just line them up. Doing my best without getting my head in the camera. That's a little bit off. See if I can smush it down a little. We're going to be die cutting them, so. Oh, that one really messed up. Might have to do this off camera only because, or I might just have to put my head in the camera to ink it up better. Let's try again. Ink up him. Stamp off. Maybe if I stand up. There we go. That works. I can see now. If you ever had to do that, just stand up. Yeah, it's a little off, but you know what? I'm okay with it. Now let's do my best. I think I got it. I did get it. So he's a little bit off, but that's okay. I got the feet and I got the beak. That was what I was worried about. So now what I'm going to do, closing my ink pads, grab my die set, and we're going to need that one, and nope, this one. I'm going to die cut that duck, and then I'm going to die cut the circle. So do that, and then we'll put our card together. So I have all my pieces die cut, but I did realize I forgot to stamp my sentiment. So I have the hello friend here on a B block. We're going to ink that up in Pretty Peacock. Now that is ready to go. Now we're done with our stamping. I'm just going to clean the stamp off quickly because I don't want to lose it. I heard somebody say once, when you don't put it down, put it away. So I always like to do that so that way I don't lose anything. So now we can put our card together. And in your kit, when you place a $30 order in my online store, you'll also get the layering pieces. You'll get the basic white piece. Now we're going to put our pretty die cut piece on. Isn't that neat? So the way I like to do is I run a little bit of seal. You can also use liquid glue. Liquid glue might be better for this if you are messy. And I cut the designer series paper 1/8 of an inch smaller all the way around. You'll get all the measurements. You'll get the tutorial with everything, the instructions, the measurements. So you can do this again and again when you get your card kit. And then I use the layered florals 3D folder for that on Pretty in Pink. I'll layer that on there. There's my seal again. And our gray granite card base. Again, I need an inside piece. I must have not cut them when I was designing this class. That's okay. I always have extras. And then our die cut duck gets a dimensional, which are over here somewhere. Buried. There we go. And then our hello friend also gets a dimensional. Put that up here. For a second there, I thought I did that upside down because the water was down here. I thought it was the sky. I was like, oh, but no, that's the way it's supposed to go. And when you get your Lily Pond Lane Designer Series paper, you can use any of the designs you like. I think, where's the duck? There, maybe behind the cattail. I like that. And then I will grab a couple of those gray granite dappled dots. One down there. You just I like putting them in threes. I like to scatter them. Let me bring back in all the cards we made. Hopefully May's class goes a lot better and I can actually do this with you live. But I don't think this was too bad. So leave a comment on this video. Tell me which one is your favorite. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Don't forget, when you place your $30 order in my online store, you will get all the things to make these cards, minus things in the Lily Pond Lane suite. Be sure to get your Lily Pond Lane suite products before they're gone forever. So they are, while supplies last, they're in the last chance category. You can also see the last chance category in the link in the description of this video. I want to thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.